though I have been burned by saying things like that out loud before.
Yeah. I made a social media post and I was like, finale parentheses question mark.
Yeah. Because yeah, we need to go to the pyramid, and then as soon as we have like 5 of the spiritual statues or whatever the hell they are, mystic statues, that's it. It's time to go to the Tower of Babel for the last one, and then once we're at the top of the Tower of Babel, it's just like, it's time to do the thing, and the game is finished. Obviously, easier said than done. We have to get a whole new form for ourselves. For anyone who's thought that the dark spaces were weird, having the central pillar and the left pillar and nothing, that's about to change. But we have to get to the game first. So I will see you immediately after this. Welcome properly to the jewelry box and back to Rad and Retro. I am back with my guest, Herb, and where the fuck is the button? Oh no, did I break it? No, there it is. Haha. There. Beautiful.
Hello.
It works again.
Yay.
Yeah, Heathen, of course it says channel 3 in the corner. You think I'm one of those madmen that sets it to channel 4? Absolutely not.
What about
There was also a time where, I want to say on Atari, where it also was possibly channel 2 as well. It just
I think that remember very rarely.
Yeah.
I think I remember that extremely uncommonly.
Yeah, but like, I had like the NES RF thing and the Genesis RF thing had like the 3 and 4 switch. I definitely remember that for sure.
Now then. Last time... Yeah, this is where we were. The desert village of Tao.
Oh, Miss Heathen says ours had channel 2 for the Commodore 64. Yeah. I was gonna say like anything older than NES generally was also like, for some reason it was either 2 or 3, and then later on systems started being channel 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly why that is.
Hey. Hey, Google Chrome, how about fucking don't do what you were just doing to me?
What did it do?
I know I have an Illusion of Gaia guide bookmarked. Stop that.
Oh,
it's
that
what
shit
I've
where
been,
it, like, forgets. Yeah, I hate that.
It's what I've been using for the checklist to make sure that I am where I am. What? Or apparently I don't anymore. What the hell?
Yeah, I swear, some things just get completely erased from history for like no reason. It just, like, they're just not there. And it's like, I know I visited this website like yesterday. What the hell?
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, Google Chrome has this helpful feature where it tries to suggest things from your bookmarks as you type them into the address bar, right?
Yeah.
I've typed in ILLUS, and it's gotten me 2 things from recently about Adobe Illustrator.
I was gonna say.
How to design a custom font using Illustrator and FontForge, which is an article I bookmarked ages ago, and Illustrated Guide to How to Clean Your Ass, and I am mystified why it is making those suggestions instead of, you know, the other one.
These should be most relevant to your current activity.
I
Just
already
kidding.
know.
Just kidding. We're playing Illusion of Enema.
Wait, this isn't Super Nintendo Classics. This is anal sex. Not on this channel. I guess I'll just go get that again. We're in Dow? Sorry, I swear I was prepared for this, but apparently I was not prepared for my bookmarks disappearing.
No. This has totally happened to me when I was looking at a guide for a game I was playing like last year on stream, and the same exact thing happened. I actually don't use Chrome anymore, but it's not even just Chrome. Like, browsers are just technology. I use Chrome when I have to go look up a damn password that I forgot, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Okay. So there's that.
I think this is the first time I ever actually saw you like load the game within the game as opposed to a save state. It has kind of a nice little loading screen.
Yeah.
There's so many like design details about this game, like the inventory screen, that I really love, and it's almost like they were designed by different people than the designers of the rest of the game. Like yeah, the inventory screen looks like a freaking, you know, incredible painting. Like it looks like it's, you know, surreal. It looks like it's from another timeline. Whereas like the rest of the game is kind of like normal locations, normal things, except for like, you know, the vampire bunker in the middle of the ocean and, you know, some of the
vampire
story
bunker, yeah. Yeah.
But it's weird. It's almost like, you know, it's like you can tell that for the entire development team of this game, several people on that development team had different visions of how this would be than others.
Oh yeah.
Like it seems kind of like stretched in between several different ideas. That doesn't make it bad, but playing it now again, like seeing it now after all these years, this game is kind of just disjointed a little bit.
That's one of the big reasons that I'm so disappointed that the West didn't get Terranigma.
Yeah.
Because
like...
it really nails some of its themes.
Cool. Yeah, like I think when I played this, I was just so excited to have a Super Nintendo emulator and like dive into this game that I had read about in magazines forever and ever that I didn't even notice any of this stuff. It was just like, oh, this is a cool game. But now, you know, seeing all this again, it's like there's so many individual pieces of this game where I'm like, that doesn't belong there. That isn't translated right. That doesn't look okay. What do they want you to do? Like it's a little odd. Like I think I would possibly rate this lower nowadays, but not like it's not like it's a bad game. It's just, you know, it's different.
It's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down in my streaming preparation notes, is that the translation is rough.
Yeah.
And like some of the guidance is rough, and that's part of why I've tried to have the checklist by my side. I'm not reading the guide for like, and then what do I do? But at the same time, I kind of am, because sometimes it's not clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Zelda 2 remake as well, is like I'm not looking at the guide for every single second, but when I start to get like, what am I doing? What is this? Then I look, because it's like there's literally no way that I would know how to progress unless I looked.
Subscribe to Nintendo Power and...
Yeah, they wanted us to call that hotline and get those magazines so bad.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, welcome.
That's an old magazine, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I had it, but I only had a Game Boy,
Oh,
so it
God.
was kind of like...
Oh, I forgot about the balls. All right, welcome to the pyramid.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the pyramid. There's laser balls.
Laser balls.
Yeah, pyramid's weird. We are finally in one of the strangest places, and it begins with this fucking statue.
Miss Heathen says we have different expectations today because there's been decades of game design.
Oh yes.
That is part of it, I think, but also part of it is that, like, so much of gaming in the 90s was just being excited that something existed at all. So it's like we weren't looking at it through the same lens, not only because gaming standards in design have changed, but because we were so, like, I was just pumped for, like, any amount of game that I could play, because, you know, nowadays I buy 10 games a week for $3 a pop on some sale, and back in the day I was lucky to have 3 new games in an entire year. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have games, so it was just like, oh, anything new, okay, cool, like, sold, you know. I rented a lot of games. I rented way more games than we actually bought.
All right, here we go. A voice echoes inside his head. I've been waiting for you to come.
You can help a little, Susan.
I am made for the light. I am made from the light of a comet, the ultimate warrior, Shadow. My body has no shape. This body only appears when the human consciousness evolves. The comet that now approaches Earth is also a consciousness without form. Yeah, revelation. The comet is alive? My body is the only thing that can confront the comet and bring it to an end. Well, close your eyes. Probably supposed to be will, but here we are. So yeah,
that was supposed to be will.
The right half of this room has been empty this whole goddamn time, and this is why. Because we have access to Shadow.
Whoa. Okay, I've definitely never seen this part. Also, you should stream it, like, in the Discord, because otherwise I see it in a delay.
Right. I knew there was something I forgot.
It's okay. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Sorry. The aura is Shadow's mind. When he holds it up, his body becomes like water. Only a small part of the pyramid is above ground. Most of it is below the surface. You should change into the Shadow and advance into the underground.
I'm eternally in love with this screen right here, with this background. Like, I want that as a wallpaper right now.
So yeah, we have a usable item called Aura, which is Shadow's, like, mind. We also have the journal from our father, which we haven't read yet. I mean, I paged through briefly, but I haven't shown off on screen. I've deciphered the hieroglyphs. No one has ever done it before. It says there's a key to solving the riddle of human history in the pyramid. Hieroglyphics. The first part says the sun spirit rises from the horizon. I went to the pyramid and found the same inscription, so there's a page missing. Well, that's the journal of our father, who was last, like, here.
Heathen, you rented a whole Genesis? Wow. I never got to rent a whole system, just games.
There are traps scattered around to prevent entry. There's a booby trap in this room that responds to sound, so don't make any noise. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, shit, I can grind these?
Hell yeah.
I guess I could if I want to.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, true. Well, hi, Kitty.
So, behold the power of shadow. I'm a liquid
Cool.
falling down through the bricks. And now we're down here. It's a very cool power. In like, it's a weird power, but I like it a lot.
Yeah. This music too, I also love. Like this music will stay with me for a long time.
Huh, there sure are a lot of doors. Yeah, despite Shadow being the ultimate warrior, we can't go up slopes. That's still a will thing. The tell, by the way, for when you are able to do that is when there's, like, brick graphics extending downward into the ground. It'll be more apparent when that's possible. So I need will for the first door. It's also a little weird to me that these balls have a shattering animation and then explode.
And then you blow up.
Yeah, kind of. This is what I mean. These bricks. See how they go downward from here? That's the kind of place that you can goop through the floor. And based on geometry,
That makes sense, yeah.
the left side is going to take me there. But there's something in the middle, so let's go this way and then find out what's up with that. It looks like either one would have actually taken me here.
Yeah, and I think my mic messed up for a second, but yeah, no, Heathen, you're totally right. Yeah, it is weird to have it late in the game like this. It's like maybe some of the game was cut for time or something.
It definitely was. There are some hacks out there that restore lost parts of this game.
Okay.
Which is a very cool thing. But
Yeah.
apparently the final boss was meant to be a whole fuck pile harder.
Right, okay.
Like have a whole separate other form that it doesn't get to have.
Last year, I beat this game called Beyond Oasis, which really does have a lot in common with the game, actually.
I do kind of love that Shadow's weapon is basically just a flaming slap. Like it's just the arm, right? Like,
Yeah.
look at this. It's just the arm
Pretty snazzy.
that's on fire.
This Heathen says, I'm thinking of this like Metroidvania where powers are part of the progression. Yeah, not really.
Ah, red
I
jewel,
guess
perfect.
You just call this an action adventure game, I guess, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kind of love if this were a Metroidvania, honestly.
Yeah. Pretty linear though, like you don't really go back a lot.
Excuse me.
Zelda is like an okay comparison to this, but I mean they feel
Does this
different.
just go the same place? It doesn't. Oh.
Ooh. Wait, what's that blue thing for?
I think that's a warp back. There's a lithograph
okay.
on this wall. I heard that in Dao that it's a hieroglyph. Let's try to remove it.
Did you know that Metroidvania is, you know, kind of like a modern, I mean, not that modern, it's already 20 years old, but before that, Metroidvania, that genre of game that Metroid was in the 80s, in Japan they called it search action.
Huh.
And it was always called search action until about 1995, when Symphony of the Night came out, and then suddenly American game journalists started calling it Metroidvania because it was kind of like, well, this is Castlevania, but it's infused with Metroid, and that kind of like pushed everyone to then call every game that acted in that same fashion after that Metroidvania. But the term from Japan was always search action.
Yeah, the Symphony of the Night and like Super Metroid are, I think, probably the two prime, pun not intended, examples of their day. Like those two solidified what it means to be this kind of game.
Yeah, they're both really similar games, honestly. You know, one was just 16-bit and the other one was 32, but I mean, yeah, they're very similar, and only like 1 year apart, really. And it makes sense. I mean, I think Metroidvania, you know, that it works and people know what that means, but I do wish search action had become like a term like universally, at least before that, but it's one of
How
those
the
things that just kind of,
fuck
like,
do
never
I get
got
out of
right.
here? Sorry,
No, it's okay. No, I don't know. I guess you have to fall through the floor somewhere very specifically.
Oh, I guess that was it. Okay. Ah, there's the sound of more balls. Wait.
Yeah, Heathen, there is a you know, very common practice now of calling any game that has giant bosses and like stamina bars a Souls-like, which, I mean, sure, you know, like, yeah, that's an easy way to kind of identify a sort of style of game. But like, I don't know, I mean, that style of game also really kind of existed before the Souls games. It's just that's what made it popular, I guess.
I've always
really-
interpreted the interpreted the Souls-like designation to mean the ones that like the manner in which death loses you resources.
Yeah.
Like, you don't lose resources until you die twice.
Right, until you do go back and get your thing and die again. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And it's funny too, because Souls, like, it kind of doesn't even like that does describe that to an extent, but even before From Software was making Souls games, they were making Kingsfield, which has the same kind of thing implemented in it. So it's, in reality, I mean, we should be calling it Kingsfield-like, I guess, but that's the thing, is that Kingsfield was not nearly as popular as any of the Souls games, so like most people don't even know. It's kind of weird, like the etymology of how we define things changes, because so much of it is not really based on what actually did it first or which company got there first, but rather which of their products became most popular first enough for people to start calling.
Why does
whatever
that man
thing
in
is.
red in the background look like a penis? Also, like he has a really big penis.
You think these hieroglyphs are depicting somebody just sitting down with a tumescent wang?
I don't know what that means, but yes.
So cute.
Yeah, that's definitely his knees. Hey, Zen. Yeah, the respawn mechanic, the skill testing, everything
Stamina
about
bar.
it being, like, poise and tactics in a very, like, specific kind of way that's difficult to describe otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, respawn mechanic. Yeah. Is it Zenu Stick? Is that how you say your name?
I think that's the full one, yeah, but we just prefers Zen, I believe.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, the roguelike term is very overused as well. And it's so the original game Rogue is so unknown at this point by most modern gamers that they don't even realize that it's called roguelike because there was a game in 1980 called Rogue. Roguelike to me usually describes permadeath and randomized maps or item drops or enemy placements upon every death. That's what that means. But there is a difference between roguelike with a K and roguelite with a T. Like those can be different things, you know?
Yeah, I've been a fan of again, I'm not an industry expert, but like roguelite are ones where progress persists between runs.
Yeah.
True roguelikes in my mind are the progress you make is you, the player, become more knowledgeable of how the game world works and therefore can be better at it.
Right, exactly. And there's so many games now that fall into both of those. I mean, you know, the biggest one is probably Binding of Isaac. But you know, Hades and like so many other games. I mean, like the Crypt of the Necrodancer and like all these other games. I mean, they all employ roguish features. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I catch myself just saying rogue-ish because I don't know whether it's a light or a like. I really like games like that, though. I would say in the past, like, decade, that's probably a big selection of games that I've really enjoyed are roguelites or roguelikes.
As cool as this moving pyramid thing is, I'm shamelessly fast-forwarding it because holy shit.
Yeah, it takes forever. You played Moria and Ainbond? I haven't played those. That sounds cool. Just Zen is fine? Okay, cool.
Yeah, like,
yeah, I don't
like the border world.
I don't always know how to say X's because, like, I have a friend whose name is Aminzate, but it's spelled like this. I'll put it in the chat. And I was like, how the hell do you say that? And he was like, it's Aminzate. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I see it. But I would have never guessed that to begin with.
Damn ancient Egyptian elevators. Is that the call button? Does that work? Oh, it did work. Okay.
It takes a minute. It's like thousands of years old, you know.
Now hold on a second. If I've called that up with that button, is there now something else on this level, or is this just a
Probably.
This is just a wall? Okay, never mind.
I still haven't really, like, mastered or even gone through any of the Souls games. Speaking of that, like, I want to, but I don't know. It just always seems kind of like, am I really going to enjoy this, or is it just going to be frustrating? I tried to play Bloodborne, but I didn't really like it. I've been meaning to give Elden Ring a try because it finally has a goddamn map. But, like, I don't know. I'm like, will I like it? I don't know. There's too many other games to play. I just haven't prioritized it yet. You know what's funny too, Zen, is that while I've played Demon Souls and I've played Dark Souls. I've not beaten any of them, but I've played them enough to know exactly what I'm getting into. I've played enough of Bloodborne to know what it is. I didn't play shit. What's the samurai one?
Sekiro?
Yeah, I haven't played that. I haven't touched Elden Ring yet. I haven't played Lies of P. I haven't played Mortal Shell, but I did play Remnant, which I thought was brilliant. And even though it's a little different, it's you know, it's the same kind of like you touch the crystal and all the enemies come back, and you can do co-op, and
Right.
there's huge bosses and a stamina bar. Like I really liked Remnant a lot. Mostly because it's all guns instead of having to melee everybody. And also because you can play with other people in a 3-team squad.
I thought I needed Will in the first door here. Am I crazy? Oh, yes, I did. Right here. Okay, wrong
Yeah,
place.
yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta spin, yeah. Oh, maybe that one will take you all the way up, or maybe you're supposed to move the wall before you do it. Nice.
There we go. Yeah, it's because of that power, or that incline, that I have to tackle this with Will. There's no other way.
Yeah, Zen, if you haven't played Remnant from the Ashes, I would highly, highly recommend that. When I say I like that, I put like collectively almost 300 hours into it because I played it through all the way with my partners on PlayStation and on Xbox.
Well, I was kind of hoping that would exploderate them, but, you know. Didn't super work. There we go.
That was a satisfying noise.
That was a satisfying noise.
Oh no, because they're on a lower level? How dare they? I smell pizza.
Ah, whatever, close enough.
Someone's making pizza.
Shit. No! Oh no. No, no. Do not try to use... Do not try to use Shadow's power. You're not Shadow. Again, the unused button could have just been form power, but it
Yeah.
isn't.
That's so weird. There's a really nifty little fighting game on PS1 called Evil Zone, and it's essentially a 2-button fighter, but it has the same issue where it's like, you're on PlayStation, you have like 14 buttons, why would you only use 2?
That is quite odd, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it works, you know, and there's a surprising amount of depth in it for having only 2 buttons, but it's just like, why? Why would you do this? Yay, hieroglyph. The coolest thing about Evil Zone is that if you're able to get someone to low health and then you do a super, it actually triggers a fully animated cutscene, which was always kind of like a neat thing for us back in the day.
So
Yeah, my
there,
partner... Oh no, go ahead, I'm sorry.
sorry, there are 6 hieroglyphs to pick up.
Where are we gonna
We
pick
have
up?
2 spaces.
What's that music note for?
That's the lullaby that we learned.
Right.
Pretty sure I don't need this
away.
letter from Lance anymore.
Probably not.
Can't. It's a quest item.
What?
Don't need that anymore.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you're not allowed to throw certain things away, and you have 16 spaces. There we go. And in
Have
theory, 12 of these could be herbs if you haven't used any of them, so good fucking luck.
It's so weird to me that there's only a set amount of herbs and that's it. Wait, so have you played any of the Souls games? Sounds like an Earthbound issue. That's so fucking funny because I literally was just thinking that. Earthbound is probably my favorite turn-based RPG ever, but Yeah, one of the main things that sucks is that the inventory sucks. But also, you could look at it a different way, because like, you know, you have these 4 kids, and all you have is like a backpack. So like, it does realistically make sense that you could only hold so many items, as opposed to like having 99 potion in Final Fantasy or something. So like, I appreciate the faux realism of only having so much inventory space, but in practice of playing it in Earthbound, it is such a pain in the ass.
Not only the like realism of having finite inventory space, but the added wrinkle of each person has their own bag.
Yeah. Right, like it's cool. Like I appreciate that. Like that's neat from like a immersion standpoint. But you know, in Earthbound, I found myself calling Escargot Express like 50,000 times just to move things back and forth that I didn't know I needed or whatever.
Yeah.
Phantasy Star 4 is a masterpiece of an RPG. Yeah.
Hi,
That's
Sean.
a great
Bye,
game.
Sean.
Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I love Earthbound.
Sorry, you asked me a
beaten-
question. Have I played any of the Souls games? And no, not personally, but I have seen them be played by people whose perspective I value.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, it's not like I'm averse to playing them, but I feel like it just seems like
Not that
climbing up a 90-degree brick wall. Like it just seems like, you know. That being said, I mean, I do enjoy some very difficult games, especially from NES and Genesis. But like, I don't know. It just always seems like such an insurmountable hill to climb, and that's why I guess that's just kept me from starting them.
By the way, hope you all enjoy this invisible ass enemy.
Is that what that is? I'm like, what is happening? Okay.
Yeah, there's just invisible enemies, completely
Wow.
invisible, until they fire a projectile. And
Wow.
there's
Way to channel Carrier from Dreamcast, because
Fuck all you can do about that.
Yeah. You get a new member, and it gives you more space, but they come with their own clutter. Yep. I still think Earthbound is a gem, though. I fucking love that game. I like it even more than Mother 3. Like, Mother 3 is technically better, I guess. Like, it's newer, and it has more features, but
Mother 3 is
it's just
sad.
it's
Just
so
so
depressing. Yeah.
sad.
I'm like, it's like not, there's no part of the story that's like fun or has any levity whatsoever. It's like the whole thing is just depressing shit. It's like watching Attack on Titan. Don't get me wrong, Attack on Titan is like an amazing animation achievement, but like it's just not happy ever. There's no upside. There's no levity whatsoever. I'm not
Mummies!
saying I need everything to have levity, but
Mummies with
it's
ghosts
nice to
in them.
have
Which
nice to have a
is
give and
frankly
take.
how mummies usually work, but like it's not usually.
I thought you said mommies, and I was
Mummy ghosts.
really concerned.
No, Danny. Mummies.
Ah, British domes.
Dommy mummy is. How dare you?
Welcome.
Awful. I guarantee you one of these mummy holes is going to be a door.
I don't like that you said mummy hole.
So I'm checking all of them. Let's kick a ghost. Eat crap. There we go. Never underestimate this as an actual, like, attack. It hits fairly frequently.
Jules, what would you say you play most of? Like, do you...
Oh.
Is it like true variety, or do you play mostly newer games or older games?
It's true variety, really.
Okay, yeah, that's my assessment. I mean, I haven't seen every game you've streamed, but that's how it seems. And I love that, by the way, because I'm the same way. Like, I can never stick to one platform or era, for that matter. It's kind of just like whatever kind of floats into my attention sphere.
That's probably death.
Ouch.
In fact, you know what? If that isn't death... Wow, that's... Okay. Never mind, that's silly.
It's just a flesh wound, no big deal.
Whee! Oh, fuck!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Rude. Ow! Fuck off. Game, your controls are medium.
Yeah, the tiny little ramp that blocks your progress, that's so mean. That's so rude.
I'm both glad and disappointed that those are not like instant death. Oh god. Oh god. That's too many mummies.
Too many mummies sounds like a canceled but a planned but then canceled rare game. Or like if it was the number 2 many mummies, it sounds like a new CGI animated family film.
Why can't I go down the... Oh my god.
Oh my god. Zen, if you could tempt Jules into playing Phantasy Star 4, the Sega kid in my soul would like sing. I don't even know that game that well. Like I've played it a bunch of times. I've never beaten it, but I just know that it's like the best of the Phantasy Star series. Did y'all know that there's people are still playing Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast? Like,
I was just gonna say, I was gonna talk about
Yeah.
Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah, I played that on Dreamcast more than I played like the old school ones, but I played those some too. I just never beat one. People are still playing PSO on Dreamcast now because custom servers are easy to do, and they're also doing the GameCube and the PC version.
Hell yeah.
It's wild. It's still going. And a big part of that is because most Dreamcast games that had online capabilities, they very, very smartly allowed the gamer to adjust the DNS
There were two
settings.
invisible ass enemies? That's where they... Oh my god.
Wow. How would you even know?
By going back and fucking looking.
But yeah, like before Halo 2 kind of came in and made every single online console game all about matchmaking, Dreamcast was just like, you know what, you can just edit the DNS settings, and that's why even in 2024 you can just put in the server settings of the server you want and it still works. Whereas like all those matchmaking games from the past are dead.
Yeah, matchmaking services were, I won't say a mistake, but like
No,
fragile.
I mean it was convenient, but it kind of like it put an arbitrary time limit on all of those servers. You can still play some of those too, but then you have to do a workaround like X-Link Kai, or you have to get on Parsec. But it's just it's kind of just amazing to me that you can literally pull out a Dreamcast right now, plug it into the wall, and you can still play online with people.
Pull out a Dreamcast right now, plug it into the wall, curse, find new CR 2032s for your VMU.
Do you know I've never... okay, so when I first got a Dreamcast, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, for that first year or two, yeah, I was going through those batteries and playing all the little mini games, and sure, but I have not replaced a battery in those in like 25 years. like after that whole like honeymoon period of the VMU, I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing this. Because you don't really need them for any game, but there are some cool perks, like one of my favorite RPGs of all time, which is Skies of Arcadia, had some really cool VMU minigames that you could only play on the Dreamcast versions because they scrapped all that for the GameCube version. Zen, Resident Evil Outbreak is still going, and my friend Deer on Twitch is like a major player of that. Like, she's still doing it all the time. Just last week, she had a community night with like 3 other members playing Outbreak on voice chat.
Damn.
Yeah, there's it doesn't work exactly the way that it did, but there's like, if you Google it, there's like a quick, you know, little video or whatever that shows you how to get it set up today in 2024. Zen says, Phantasy Star 4 is the only game you've gone into a hex editor to hack the game for something. That's interesting. Yeah, Phantasy Star 4, you know, the general consensus in the 90s was that Sega had no RPGs, which was not true, and that Super Nintendo had all of them, which was not true. Don't get me wrong, Super Nintendo had way more of them, and Square's support for Super Nintendo was massive, but you know, there are quite a few Dreamcast, or excuse me, Genesis RPGs, and especially on Saturn. Saturn had a fuck ton of RPGs. It's just most of them didn't get ported to America.
There's so many red jewels in this fucking pyramid. Holy shit.
I'm glad at least they're all in treasure chests instead of random, you know, spaces or whatever.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, I have a similar sort of argument with when people talk about like how amazing Fire Emblem is. I'm like, don't get me wrong, okay? I like Fire Emblem and I like Final Fantasy Tactics, but way before those, Shining Force and Langrisser, or Warsong in America, were on Genesis, and those were like the only strat RPGs you could play in America for years and years before we would get like localized American strategy RPGs, you know?
Shining Force. Shining
Yeah, I have
Darkness.
major love for Shining Force, because Shining Force was kind of like... Shining Force was the game that introduced most Americans to strategy RPGs way before Fire Emblem would ever be a thing over here. That doesn't necessarily mean it's better, but it did get there first, and, you know, that deserves some love.
Okay, so once again, we have to wander into a place because... Let's see, is it this one? No.
Yeah, Shining Force and Warsong, which I guess they call it Warsong here, but it was Langrisser overseas. Which also, if you have a Switch or a PS4, Langrisser got a HD remake. It's Langrisser 1 and 2 in the same package. But I'm waiting for it to go on sale because it's been $30 for like ever, and I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for 2 ROMs. Similarly, one of my favorite series of all time, which is the Sparkster series, is getting like the 3 original games are getting like a re-release on modern platforms, but it's like
2 more invisible ass enemies.
And I'm like, fuck that.
Now, okay. This is a weird fucking thing. You see this pit? This
Yeah.
Okay. You remember that down stab we have?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
How would you even know that?
Fuck you. That's how.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's definitely some obtuse bullshit going on in this game. And don't get me wrong, you know, I was definitely the kind of gamer, and still am, where I'll just try whatever. I'll try a million things until I figure it out. But, like, that shouldn't be required to progress in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they need to have like yellow paint on everything to show me where to jump, but like, you know, give me like a little hint or something, a sign or a character that's there doing it, or you know, like the greatest example in Super Metroid, of course, was when you meet those little critters and they show you how to wall jump. That was like genius, because otherwise, how the hell would you know what to do?
Well, and they made the animal noise version of the item collect noise at you too. Like it's like, this is a thing for you.
Right. This is something to do. Yeah.
All right. I hate to break us off, but ads need to occur because fucking capitalism. I can't make you watch them. In fact, don't. Get up, stretch your legs, etc. But we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back.
Hello.
There we go. Briefly, the camera system unloaded, but it's back now.
Yay.
Alright. Yeah, see, invisible enemy until it shoots at you.
That's so
I
fucking
hate them.
silly. That's like actual bullshit.
5 enemies left somewhere.
Yay.
I think that's 5 now? Yep. You were talking about Shining Force earlier, and it made me remember something.
What's that?
I had... This is another instance of an invisible ass... It is. Oh my god.
What?
I had a ROM file that I'd inherited from, like, my brother's collection of ROMs that was, I mean, it was Shining Force, but, like, there was a save file associated with it. 2 save files.
Okay.
And this experience very likely taught me the lesson of always stagger save. Because it seems that my brother had a save file at the beginning of the game, and one other save file at the very end of the game.
Oh no.
And I remember, again, I remember loading this file up, and it was like, huh, well, let me give it a shot, see what this is all about, see what my brother likes about it so much. And the one at the beginning is like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, battle strategy, this is easy. And the other one is like, oh shit, this is unwinnable, what did you do?
Oh yeah, it gets so hard. And it's one of those games where it's like you can lose people, but it continues
sure
anyway.
did.
So you can potentially like screw yourself into not having very crucial abilities and whatnot. Yeah.
A real Final Fantasy Tactics moment.
Yep.
Stagger save, but especially stagger save at chapter 18, I think.
I don't know if I ever beat any of the Shining Forces, but I've played 1 and 2, and I really liked, you know, like I have fond memories of them, but I don't think I actually beat them.
Really enjoy the firepower that Frieden represents. I know we have the ultimate battle form and yada yada with the Shadow now, but seriously. That Frieden upgrade. Yeah, this one's a door! I knew it was gonna happen one day. Oh, twice in a day. Oh, right, yes, of course, Shadow's the ultimate life form. Right, I forgot. I don't like that all of those sarcophagi are already empty. That's really, really suspicious.
This is definitely easier than the pyramid in Earthbound, speaking of that.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, another invisible enemy. And now I have full health. Look at it. I have full health and
Cool.
maximum DP. Wait. I kind of like how the mummy spirits can be either, like, stabbed or they come and try to, like, absorb into you and curse you or whatever. And that also counts as defeating them because they don't affect you at all. I get the feeling that they were supposed to affect you and, like, invert your controls or something.
Yeah.
Zelda-style bubble. Alright, the 6th lithograph. Yeah, true. At least you can see which ones of these are doors. Otherwise, it'd still be checking all of them.
I want that noise. The noise of you getting that item, I want that as like a bitty noise or something. A bit redemption.
You know, I hadn't thought about sampling those noises for notifier stuff. I still need to make sound effects or get sound effects. I still need to do a lot of work for the channel.
Yeah, same. I put a bunch of new stuff when I switched over to Gamer Herd, but I haven't done anything since.
I have some notes drawn up for what I want to do with it.
Twitch doesn't deserve you, Jules. You're way too cool.
And once I have, thank you. Once I have the skill and resources necessary, I intend to do the thing. I've been learning Blender recently, for example.
Cool.
Walk to the left without a sound.
How would you make a sound anyway?
There, that's good. Don't move. Hey, you remember that assassin we found out about in, like, part 1?
Yeah, that I totally forgot about. Yeah.
Here he is. This guy with the stupid hair.
I know the whole story of your adventure. I heard about an ancient biotechnology using a comet's light. I didn't know it was you. With the power to change body shape, you could get anything. People would bow at your feet, creeper. It's only natural that King Edward would trick you into this. My father? Yes, after all, that's
the way kings are.
The truth, yes. He would do anything to get the power. He might even be more evil than a mercenary like me. Ha ha ha. Stop it. Either way, if I make money, it's fine. Come with me if you want to live to Edward Castle.
A voice whispers in Will's head. Play the flute. Unfortunately, I can't play the flute. I'm currently a madman, or I'm currently a giant knight holding a sword. So don't mind while I change shape in front of Jackal here.
Yeah, for plot reasons.
And while they're still standing still, play the flute. There was an NPC in here when we first entered the pyramid that said, don't make noise in this room because there's a sound-activated booby trap. And the mercenary assassin's just going to let us transform, pull out a flute, and start playing a song without asking questions before you get it fucking incinerated alive.
Gara! Gara! Okay, that is legitimately disturbing. Yeah, she's gonna need therapy. Will, why must everyone hate each other?
Well, not everyone, but you know.
Because of your father, Kara, and people like him.
You're
I'm
standing
sorry.
a little close to that.
I got upset. You're doing your best to save the world.
You're still standing a little close to that.
At first, I just wanted to find my father. But somehow, I got set on fire. But somehow, it got to be a trial. But me, I don't regret coming on this journey. Let's go and find the 5th mystic statue.
Remember the mystic statues? Yeah, that's still what this game is about.
It is kind of all over the place, yeah.
We're gonna just leave this body here?
The melody you played became the Jackal's dirge.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave that here while we solve a puzzle, I guess.
That's a funny way to put it. Jackal's dirge sounds like a Final Fantasy offshoot spin-off thing.
So, our father's journal has these 6 in it, and I'm gonna do the method passed down through generations of me on this stream, and open an MS Paint window to throw a screenshot in it and move it over to my other monitor.
What are you doing? Nice.
Because now,
Nice.
now I need to do that one. Then open my inventory and get a different one. Then that one. Then open my inventory and get a different one. Then that one. Then open my inventory and get a different one. This is a very tedious process. Do mind the difference between the 2 birds. I really hope you didn't write down, like, players playing children playing this back in the day. I really hope they didn't just write bird, because there's 2 birds. Eat me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. That was easy.
You suppose that corpse is
yeah.
still in there?
Yeah, a little forethought goes a long way.
Yeah.
It's almost like they kind of messed up, like, when she was standing, like, almost on the burning body, that was almost like a graphical glitch.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of supposed to turn into the skeleton sooner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Oh, fuck. Wait, should I have healed? Oh, no. I can't leave. Well, I'm fighting I am also still Will. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
When did you save last?
That seriously is only doing 1 point of damage each time, isn't it? Oofa doofa! I saved as soon as I went through the portal. This is what we call a problem.
So is it just gonna keep like, is it just gonna keep like if you game over, it's just gonna respawn you here as well over and over?
No, I think it's gonna... I don't actually know. I don't know.
I guess it'll send us back to the last actual save room.
Kind of hope that's not the case, because I sort of forgot that this was a boss.
It's alright. It's not like the old days where, you know, you'd have to do the whole game over or something. Well, not for this game, but you know what I mean.
What? Oh. Watch out for Isis's balls. No! Don't... Ay, ay, ay. Kind of like the brick graphic bouncing around. It's a little bit jank. Well, I would absolutely prefer to be dealing more than 1 damage at a time, but
Yeah, for
this
real.
is probably
like-
alright.
This is like expert mode.
Don't get me on my rant about Terraria. Oop, well, dead. Please be outside the boss room. Thank God. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
fine.
Much, much, much better than it could have been. I thought they were going to start you in the boss room as well, the only option. Yeah. Then go.
Oops. Mummified Queen of the Pyramid appears. Alright, I didn't read that text. I just kind of pushed yes, because we've been in several of these warp holes already. That was my fault. Where the hell is she? There
It
the
really
hell
does
is she.
pay to be, it pays to be patient with older games because they only ask you like once, if that, you know, like sometimes they just don't even ask you, but if they do, it's usually only once. It's not like new games where they're like, are you sure? Are you really sure? And then you go to like 3 other menus that all give you the choice to go back. Like, oh my god.
Oh, good. Well, Friedan does 2 damage. Not ideal.
Should you be the shadow?
I don't know.
Probably does more damage.
You know, actually, that's a great question. Hold on.
Like, I imagine that's what that's who they want you to be, because you just got that before here.
Yeah, just continue to dodge. That's all the guide says. Rough.
Art.
You know, with the little spirits floating around, it's a bit like ancient Egyptian Fantoon. From Super Metroid.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's kind of there's a Garfield game on Genesis that's kind of like this too. The boss.
She doesn't really have many frames of animation, so it begs the question, why is she here? And then I realized, you know, the author's barely disguised fetish kind of thing, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new variation. He's all spinny.
Phase 2.
I don't know.
Do you have to kill each individual ghost or something?
I don't know. Oh, one of them's solid.
Yeah. Right, it's like pick the right one.
Nope.
Okay, but you did pretty good though.
Ah, okay. So I have to do... I think I have to attack the ring? Kinda? Nah. Alright, I'm just fucking dying.
I think you should come back as the other character.
As Shadow and see how it is?
Yeah.
Alright,
'Cause,
fair enough.
They've got to do more damage, right? Like they have a freaking flame knee. A flame hand.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yep, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't take advantage of Freedom's range. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't... Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. I have an idea.
Miss Heathen, I know that's funny, but I don't know why. Yeah. That's a cool way to fall, too.
Yeah, it's kind of nifty.
Isis and Ma'at, is it Ma'at? Is that how you say that? Frequently confused for one another, okay. Interesting. I don't know, like, anything about Egyptian mythology other than, you know, like Ra's the sun god, you know, like that. I know some of the names of the pharaohs, but I don't know that much.
Hey, turns out turning into a puddle's a pretty good source of instability.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just like Zato 1 in Guilty Gear. You can like go into the floor like a
Oof.
puddle, like that, to avoid attacks.
crap. Oh, come on. Alright, I don't think I'm getting out of this one without using another of my limited number of herbs. That's probably fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Wow. Almost.
Where is she? There we go.
Nice. Yes.
By defeating the spirit of the pyramid, he obtained a mystic statue. That is what this game is still about.
Love it.
I heard a voice from the flute. The same person I heard in the prison at Edward Castle. Wait, is this Will talking? It's not in Will's voice color. Flute. Will, you've done well to... Wait, no, hold on. We decided the flute talked like Andre 3000, was it? Is that what I'm remembering from weeks ago?
Yeah, we called the flute Andre 3000 because it didn't have a name, but then it turns out it's like his dad or whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember what his dad talks like. No.
Oh god.
You've done well to have come this far. You know what? Sketchy Sean Connery. Sure,
I was
why
about
not?
to say. Sounds like sketchy Sean Connery.
I'm at the tower now. Bring the 5 mystic statues to the tower. The statues you've collected hold the key to the fate of humanity. Will, hurry. The comet is approaching. The voice of the flute quiets and disappears.
It seems something terrible has happened that we don't know about.
What to do? I was told to go to the Tower of Babel, but that little island...
I hear Neil has built another airplane.
How?
Conveniently. It seems that he's flying to the desert town.
How?
Let's go back there.
The desert town plagued by sandstorms. He's just flying in. Yeah, that goes well. Really? Do you have to go? Once you make up your mind to something, nothing can stop you. Okay, I'll take Will to the Tower of Babel, then Kara and Eric could go to South Cape. This time the airplane won't crash. Anyway, talking to him is how you start that process, so I don't want to do that yet. Because I have some gems.
44.
Is that all? Ugh.
My
Uh-oh.
secret. He's like, I'll show you where all the bodies are for 50 of them.
Pretty sure I've missed a few, but I don't have any idea where.
I'll tell you my real gender for 50 red jewels.
Alright. Let's engage the airplane.
Looks cool.
Not angled correctly for how we're looking at this map, but sure. This time the airplane won't crash because I'm flying it on the ground. Like, nose into the... Yeah.
I think it's just like a map icon.
Yeah. This time the plane won't crash. Also, look how we have to ride this fucking thing. Neil,
Yeah, that's
you
so
couldn't have
scary.
invented chairs.
Nope.
Say hello to your father for me.
That sounds ominous.
Thanks, I know you will make a great president. Guess I won't see you for a long time. When you finish your business, hurry back to South Cape. Glad we all made the trip together. On this trip, everyone found something. Lance met Lily and found his lost father. Neil decided to take over his parents' company after it turns out that they were racist ghosts. Kara started to really live and saw a world outside the castle. I'm going to excuse myself. Finally, I can go to the bathroom by myself at night. Wait. What? Oh, right, because they're... Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Just like Eric. Wait.
Yeah, I haven't.
Kara hasn't said anything for a while. I won't see Will for a long time. I'll say goodbye to him.
Right.
We've reached the Tower of Babel. Okay, Will, is your parachute ready, which I've also invented? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just set this time period where the kids are from somewhere a little bit more modern, and then they wouldn't have had to like weirdly invent these things. Like they, because it's a time traveling sort of thing, it's like you don't really need to be in any one time necessarily, like for the story to like fit in some weird way. Like that's really weird.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but there were 2 parachuted figures that dropped from the sky. The Tower of Babel was deathly still. Or deathly quiet. Time stood still. Time for everybody's favorite frickin' music again.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Also, a very weird aesthetic going on in here. The, like, eyeball bricks is weird. There's a statue to Frieden here that's not... What?
That's how you know it's like boss time.
Well, but it's not the transformation thing.
Oh, true.
It's just a statue to him. The flute I had was discovered here. And a red jewel was in it. Remember that shimmying animation that we haven't gotten enough use out of?
Whenever I see that, I immediately think of Mario 64. I spent the most time shimmying in that game, possibly more than any other time in any game.
Something seemed to fall from the flute when we bounced off the ancient laser beams. Okay. For anyone who hasn't played this game before, what do you think just fell out of the flute? I'll give you a hint. It's plot relevant.
Dad's ashes.
It's King Edward's crystal ring. You know, the thing that they searched you for at the beginning of the game when they threw you in prison for not having. It was on your person inside the flute that they searched.
Oh my
How?
God. Not jangling around or anything, just stuck in there.
I guess.
I thought it was a decoration, but it had been hidden there. Yeah, you literally actually did have King Edward's crystal ring this entire time.
Oh my God.
And had they searched a little bit better, you would never have been thrown in prison and this whole thing never would have happened.
Oh,
This is the crystal ring that King Edward was looking
right
for.
there. Credits.
Anyway, it lets you be immune to lasers, which is, I guess, a pretty cool thing for a king to want. Wait. Kara?
I'm sorry, I just feel that if we part now, we'll never meet again.
Never mind that. How the fuck did you get through the laser beams? But Kara, why have you come here? You can't come here unless you have the crystal ring. Yes.
Could that be the ring? Didn't you find it in the ink and gold ship?
This crystal ring is dark blue. The ring you have is light blue. A light one and a dark one. I understand. Good. Glad someone does. No matter what happens, don't leave me.
Yes.
That's right. She's able to pass through laser beams because she, like her royal family, looted the Incan ship.
Yeah.
Fucking... God damn it, Kara.
I mean, she's trying to do better. What is that?
Oh, what?
Oh.
The light released from the comet has a profound effect on the growth of living things. When the star nears Earth's orbit, all living things experience a dramatic evolution. The evolution of living things took a long time. From insects to fish, from reptiles to mammals, then humans were born. Don't know that it went in that order, but okay. And so human beings have evolved. From ancient times, comets have been called spirits of the stars, but also demons of the stars. Have they? The one nearing the Earth is a demon of stars. The comet is the highest form of consciousness. Is it? The Earth will evolve beyond imagination.
It's a terraforming comet. Is he going to invent a rocket ship so we can go bomb the comet?
The passage of time is different inside the Tower of Babel. Time races by. You're not normal human beings because you can live here. That's something that I really wish there had been a visual of, like windows in this place, so that each time, like, as you walked through a hallway at normal rate, like, fucking landscape outside, trees grew from one window, withered in the next window, and then was a desert in the next window. I would have loved that. The idea here is that time is flowing dramatically outside the tower.
Yeah.
In that room are demons evolved by the light. You must put them to sleep before you go up.
Yeah, there's like no visual, you know. It's like it's all in your imagination, which I mean, you know, sure, but they could have easily done that without a ton of work. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking give me that. There we go. All right.
Last boss?
We have no transformations. And we have an ominous door that mentions spirits. It's boss
my
refight
God.
time. Except we auto-transform into Shadow this time. Which is sweet, frankly.
Yeah.
Turns out shit still sucks, though. Ow.
Oh yeah, you got this.
Sure.
It's got to have more forms than that.
Well, no, that was the first boss.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, it's been a while. Boss rush. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel this has been an interesting experience because I have watched, like, you know, so much of it, but I haven't done it myself. So there's like things I forget.
And now, because we killed that, the laser beams are going over here.
Boss rush tower is such a padding move for video games.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you remember this fucking thing?
Honestly, they could have just had one big boss here. Like the boss rush. I don't know. It's like it was long enough already. Like it didn't need any more. I don't think. Maybe they had an arbitrary like it has to be this many hours to play through. Nice.
Transformation takes so long.
So that means we have to do Egyptian goddess again?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah, the one that just happened? Yeah.
Great.
Oh. Oh. I love this effect. I mean, like, we just teleport, but there's something special about how those beams look.
Yeah.
Ah, right, the vampires.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Except now I can absolutely kick their asses. Maybe. Nope, I died. Alright, you know what? Maybe it's just a little bit more control on this one. Because when we did this before, we had the benefit of Frieden's, like, ranged attacks.
Yeah,
And
true.
we don't now.
Right, you just have more attack.
Yeah, we are stronger, but also less flexible, I guess? Oh god, oh god, not the big ball attack. Oh, that one hurts a lot. I died.
No heals between any of these?
No, you can heal to full.
Okay, okay.
Ugh. No, come on. Slap faster.
Nice.
Fortunately, the time bomb didn't come back to life.
That would have been just silly.
There we go. Thank you.
Good job.
Quote 261, slap faster. Oh wait, that's where I just came up.
Yeah.
Huh, maybe I don't get to heal again. That'd be bad.
No.
Uh-oh. This just got a lot worse.
Well, if you let yourself die, you might be able to just, like, respawn right there.
Oh yeah, the sandworm motherfucker. Remember this one?
Yeah.
Come on. These are so difficult to see. And apparently I cannot harm that little thing? That doesn't seem right. Evidently not. Well, I got it in one hit at least. There we go.
Nice.
Sure. Aside from the invincible, hard-to-see projectile that was unchanged, I skipped some dialogue because I didn't realize it was going to happen.
They better let you. They better let you save.
You were brought back to save Earth. I'll take you to the top floor. Oh God, no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm rewinding to the end of this fight. So I can reread that text. There we go. Kara's not here. Where did she go? Okay.
Is there a save?
Not so far. Oh, that's a door. That is the only door. Well.
Nope. No health for you.
What is it? Yeah, this one just happened.
I mean, what happens if you die, though? Like, where'd it put you?
Same room, half health.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, taking 2 hits there is not fine. That's also not fine. Yeah, literally the same fight that just happened. Not impressed.
Yeah,
I
mean,
did kind of forget
comparatively,
about the boss refights.
this boss has so much more health than the other bosses.
Well, it's just because, like, I dealt 3 damage to her per hit the last time. I still do
Yeah, and-
deal 3 damage to her per hit this time.
And she disappears after each hit, so you can't spam it.
Yeah. Well, that was true the last time, too.
Yeah.
It's just no less
And I'm
annoying.
just like, I guess I'm just like, after seeing all the bosses in a row, it's like, wow, she takes a minute.
Yeah. Come on down.
What's happening?
Yeah, she's just using the dropping bricks attack and not, like, moving. Ouch. Oof. Oof. Oh, come on. Fuck off. Damn it. There we go.
Nice.
No. Oh, wait, that's just the room we came in. Shit. I do appreciate that the hallways are getting, like, smaller and smaller. The comet will soon be entering Earth's orbit. We must go to the top of the Tower of Babel. Which, like, I could have sworn these beams were here to help me with, but sure, carry me, vampire
Yeah,
man.
that was weird.
Kara, where did you go?
There was talk that the vampire woman had come. They say that her body is eternal. They say that once the comet is gone, she'll be able to rest in peace.
That doesn't explain where the hell you went. If you proceed, you will not be able to turn back.
There you go.
Okay, so I definitely missed some number of red jewels.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're, you know, if they can't be seen and they're just randomly wherever, like, yeah, for sure.
I thought I was doing so well. Sorry, let's read that again. The comet draws near. The time for your last battle approaches. This is the last time I will talk to you like this in this place. With your rejuvenated power, defeat the comet, Dark Gaia, and become the Dark Knight. Shadow's greatest power, the Firebird, will arise when you are one with the Light Knight. Only you can restore the Earth to its original condition. I'm putting all my faith in you. Sure.
And go. What's in that door, though?
That's further beyond. I believe entering this. Yeah. Now, if I return to Dow Village, do I have to go through that again? No. Okay. Right. Because that's there now. So how close did we get? 45? I missed 5 somewhere.
Not bad.
That's unfortunate.
We don't get his secrets, huh?
Well, I think I might be able to fix that during this next ad break here. It's coming up in a few seconds, so I'm just going to go ahead and run it early, take care of a thing off screen, and we'll be back.
BRB?
Yeah. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Indeed, Jeweler Gems.
Hello.
Suddenly, we've gathered 50 jewels.
Wait, how'd you do that? Magic.
Game Genie powers.
Oh my god, really?
Technically pro action replay powers, but yes, I edited the memory values a little bit.
That is super sexy.
Which is, by the way, slightly horrifying to me, because... Well, okay. Some of you may be able to see what's wrong. Oh god, nope, stop that. Don't do that. There we go. Some of you may be able to see what's wrong here, what I just did. The number of gems you've collected is stored here at 7E0AB0.
Right.
And you need 50 red jewels to activate this thing. 50 in decimal is 32 in hex. But that's not what I had to change this to for him to recognize that I had 50 of them. I had to write 50. The number of red jewels you have is not stored as a hexadecimal number. It's stored as a decimal number written in hex. It's written as a decimal number, is what I'm getting at. Like, mathematically, this is, what? Mathematically, this is 80 joules.
Okay, weird.
I should have to have entered 32 here to get decimal 50. But that's not what he needed to see.
That's weird.
It's very weird. Anyway, suddenly we've gathered 50 joules. The time has come to tell you of some of my secrets. Follow me!
I literally have no idea what he's going to say.
When I awoke, I was standing in the entrance of a strange mansion. Yeah. Welcome to a secret dungeon.
Okay.
These are the Jeweler Gem's secrets.
Well, this is pretty cool. If you legitimately had all 50 gems and you got to this point and got a secret dungeon right before the last boss, that is cool. But if you didn't, that would be very disappointing.
So, there's a lot of weird shit going on with this mansion. The enemies that are here are the same kind that we saw in the diamond mine ages ago. So like,
is there a connection or is it just they got lazy?
I mean, I don't know, right? Like, is the jeweler actually responsible for the slave trade diamond mine shenanigan? Like, is that him looking around for the gems?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, okay, this whole place
Fireballs
sucks.
that follow you.
Oh god, wait, they all come back? Oh god. Oh no. Well, let's be a little bit more careful this time, I guess. The laser beam guys passing through walls is cheap. Not that I think anyone doubted that, but, you know, it bears mentioning.
It wouldn't be the first thing in this game.
Gotta remember I have a block. Sometimes that would help. Other times, not so much.
This is like kind of an interesting way to represent this extra dungeon with like the spirits and the purple floors. It looks like Castlevania, actually.
Yeah, very Castlevania like palette going on here. Oh, wow, wait, that... Did that laser fail to render correctly because it was behind ghosts? Oh, apparently I can't block those lasers. Sure thought I did earlier. fuck. Shit. Oh, right. I just had the most terrible flashback looking at those stairs. That won't make any sense for about 20 minutes. It's my suspicion that this area is where all the, like, wow, these assets look really cool, but we have nowhere to use them when.
Right.
So, this stairway. This took me forever to figure out as a kid.
What?
You know what's up with this stairway?
What, do you have to play the flute?
No. This is a dash spot. Or the Psycho
my
Slide spot.
God.
Yeah.
No way. I forgot all about that because we haven't
Yeah.
used it in like 2 temples.
We haven't needed to go through any small holes. Also, that's not a small hole.
That's so silly.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. No! Okay, there we go. The dangers of quick saves. Alright. Fuck. Alright, 3 enemies left. This area is very much a Flea's mansion, or an Aussie's mansion kind of thing.
Mhm.
Defeat all of the enemies. Actually, it might not be. Hold on. Now, hold on a fucking second. There's 2 more of you bastards. There we go. That one's not a thing.
Right, that one actually has like a bottom baseboard on it. That would be very hard to notice, though.
That might be part of why it took me so long to figure out, because, like... Hey! There's an herb here.
Hi.
So now that we're done with the pyramid, can I get rid of this? Nope, of course not. Why would you let me do that? So you remember Soul Blazer?
Yeah, but not like every part of it. But yeah.
You remember like the first area, or the second area, I think, with Leo's painting and Solid Arm.
Not really. But it's okay.
This is the Jeweler Gem's secret. He is that guy.
What?
Yup. Welcome to my home.
Okay.
The Jeweler Gem is a temporary form. The true form is called Solid Arm. Long ago, the blazer came down from the sky, and I was put to sleep for a long, long time. My power is contained in red jewels scattered around the world. I've tried many things to bring about my own resurrection. It is I who manipulated the labor trade. I tried using forced labor to find them, but it didn't restore my power fast enough. I'm sorry, but I will have to defeat you too.
Oh my god. Side plot twist.
Wait, what? Hold on.
And you have to do it as Will, which sucks. No transformation here. Oh my god. Hey, it's not Satan.
Yeah, this whole thing kind of sucks, by the way. You deal 1 health to him.
Yeah, it's like, hey, have this amazing form. Guess what? Bonus dungeon as the kid. What is this, a Sonic boss? With these conveyors?
Nah, Solid Arm's arena in Soul Blazer was like this too.
Cool.
It sucked as much then.
That is kind of a cool tie-in. But yeah, I mean, they really want you to struggle to beat this boss. God damn.
Yeah. Oh my god. Stop. Yeah, and if you're up next to him, he'll start swatting his arm and just be invincible. Which, rude. Just rude. No! Oh god, wait, they home as well? Oh boy. This guy just kind of sucks.
So the moral of the story is, don't get the 50 gems.
Yeah, don't get the 50 gems. Turns out they're relics of a forgotten evil, who literally manipulated world slavery into existence to serve his own ends. Oh god. Well, now I've fucking... Okay, there we go.
I love that, like, subtle metaphor of, like, yep, the shop owner was crooked and is actually a demon from another dimension. Yeah, half health is better. Yeah, you got it down.
Well, until he starts curving them. Like that.
Well, true.
Fuck off, Solid Arm. Holy shit. This is technically sustainable.
I mean, yeah.
No, it isn't. As soon as I said
Whatever
it was
works.
technically sustainable.
Whatever's gonna work. If you can get a few on them, yeah, and then go to the next one or whatever. But like,
God damn it.
yeah, like one block, yeah. But sometimes you have to hold, as his flames come out faster.
The fact that this is a conveyor belt is the worst.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know what? No.
What? I mean, you almost got it.
And that time I managed to do the slide without meaning to. Cool, 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 cool. Glad I'm stuck up here with you.
This,
Is it just me or do the herbs not do as much anymore?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. Yeah. Like, get a couple in on the bottom, and then run up to the side and hit them once, and then run back down. Like, yeah. It's a pain in the ass, but... Yeah. Yep.
And sometimes it just doesn't work.
Right, it has to be, like, at this exactly perfect angle.
Fuck! Stop? Stop? Are you just gonna keep fucking doing that? Damn it. That should not count for blocking these. But somehow it does.
Yes.
And just boop.
What an unsatisfying explosion.
A quiet voice is heard.
I was defeated again. Blazer was strong, but you are stronger. Danger approaches this planet. You should hurry to the Tower of Babel. Yeah, I was until until we got sidetracked with your bullshit.
Anyway,
Wow,
you're returned here for some reason rather than where you talked to the jeweler.
That was incredibly unsatisfying as a boss. Wow.
Yep. I mean, I love the idea of a secret bonus dungeon, but also, fuck off.
Yeah, and like he literally exploded with just like the same explosion as a regular enemy. Like just like, boop. That was funny.
All right.
So in Mortal Kombat 4, which is a terrible video game,
Yeah.
one of the fatalities is Cyrax, and he does the thing where he drops all the bombs out of his body and then the earth explodes. But because it's Mortal Kombat 4 and not like, you know, much more modern graphics, it's like an N64 game, the earth literally just goes and it's just like one little explosion, just like that
Oh no.
that boss. Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's not like some cosmic blast, it's just like a firecracker. It's like immediately out.
One worn-out body is quietly laid down. In his head, a familiar voice speaks. Will, it's me, old man, your father. My body has decayed, but I live on like this.
Sounds fun.
Father, why are you in that form? There's a strange room in the Tower of Babel, filled with the light of the comet. Time goes so fast that... Goodbye?
I know, I'm here.
Oh, it's... Okay. Time goes
that's
so
right.
fast that people evolve very quickly. Why are Kara and I able to live? Because you two are evolved humans. Long ago, there existed biological technology using the light of the comet. People freely used the power to make plants and animals. For example, they made the camel. It can go for long periods without food or water. When people realized the power could be used as a weapon, demons were developed. I'm sorry, what? Game?
Also, wait a minute. Didn't we not have camels, and instead we had those, whatever they were that
Yes.
were kind of like camels,
Yes.
but called something different?
Yep. The world was on the brink of ruin. At that time, the Knights of Darkness and Light were developed to decide the fate of humanity. They are your ancestors. The 6 mystic statues were made by the Knight. The last mystic statue is entrusted to you.
Oh my god, this game.
There it is.
Cool.
Soon. I'm so very glad I get to say soon. Soon, the comet will be very close. By then, the two of you must go to the roof of the tower. Close your eyes. Trebek.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was waiting for it.
The ancients worshipped the comet as a spirit. Those who bathed in the comet's light were given a strange power. The comet is called a spirit, but it's an unwelcome spirit. Evolving too fast brings destruction. As long as people have evil hearts, demons will be born. Will, open your eyes and look around. Yeah, by the way, all of our friends and family are fucking dead.
Okay.
Because time accelerated so fast and they all evolved into these, so like... Oh no, wait,
So now
no,
we get-
Neil's mother was already dead, right? So even if I can see the
Right.
real world, I can't touch it. No matter
But
how
now we-
difficult it may get, I can't help you.
But now we get to talk to all of them before the final boss.
Yeah, here we go. Here's Seth. The one who turned into a Riverson, or whatever the hell that was. Such a world. If I could talk of this at the Academy, I'd be a great scholar.
If I could turn back time.
Neil, what are you doing? I want him to make the Rolex company grow bigger and bigger. You're disappointed that your son is taking out the slavery part of your company? Really?
He's like, that was my favorite part.
Oh, what are you doing? That's our success. It's like, that's not good.
Oh, wow.
With my body gun gone, I became forever young. From the comet's light, I gained immortality. But is there meaning in eternal life? I felt more alive when I had a terminal disease. Excuse me.
Wow.
Hey, here's Hamlet.
Poor Hamlet's.
The top of the tower smells of roasting Hamlet.
Right, right.
Of course, there's no difference between humans and animals. Sure. At last, the time is near. Everyone, give Will your power.
Who said that there's no difference between humans and animals?
Well, because there's a
Wow.
pig soul here.
He's like, don't look at my browsing history.
When Will and Kara joined and became one with the Light Knight, I'm sorry, the what? A great power was born. The Knights were brought forth. The Dark Knight's ultimate power, the Free Bird was... a Firebird, sorry, okay, Jesus. I really thought that said Freebird for a second.
Can we get a guitar solo?
For the next 12 minutes. So yeah, here's the Mystic statues doing like Chaos Emerald bullshit, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. Your battle will change the fate of humanity. Now you must go to the comet.
Okay,
And
this
we
is
fly.
This is immediately, like, admittedly, this is really cool, but it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday morning cartoon logic.
Wait.
This is cool.
Wait till you see what the comet looks like at the final boss.
Do you get to control this part? No.
Nope. There we go. We're on board the comet.
Okay.
Final boss music slaps, by the way. Final boss itself is a face.
You might have to start over the Discord stream because the audio is like
no.
fucked. Yeah. Try it again because I tried it like 3 times and it sounded weird. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. It gets
Anyway,
to
yeah,
fight the planet.
It's got an attack. That's the attack.
Okay.
And I now have a projectile that comes out of me when I swing my arm. And it will hit the boss because the boss is the floor. Ta-da. Oh, it hit me twice. All right, and now phase 2.
Okay.
A thing.
Whoa, okay, that is terrifying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that looks like, we were talking about Phantasy Star earlier. That looks like a Phantasy Star boss.
By the way, I'm fucking dead already.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing hits like a space truck.
What in the HR Geiger? Yeah.
You can block the side attacks pretty easily, and you can destroy the bubbles. So basically the only thing that you actually need to worry about is the rainbow beam.
Right.
In a very Super Metroid way.
The Royal Rainbow.
But the thing is only vulnerable when it opens its mouth to charge that attack. So have fun.
God. All right. I mean, you're doing damage though. Like, it's not that bad.
It's just kind of underwhelming though that like the strat is stand here.
Yeah. Yeah, the set piece of the boss is cool, but I mean, yeah, the battle itself is not that exciting. I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to like view this game through the eyes of like, you know, I was probably like 8 or 9 or 10 when this came out. So I probably would have been like, this is so cool.
Once again, turning into a fucking liquid, extremely effective dodge. Uh-oh.
Good.
Open your goddamn mouth. Oh no.
That should be in the quotes too, Miss Heathen.
There we go. And then the face
Whoa,
melts, which is real cool.
The face melts.
Yeah.
Oh, Jules just said, "Open your goddamn mouth."
Anyway, there's a third phase that was in the like it's in the game data, and there's a hack to release it.
Okay. What's happened to the comet?
But basically the head comes off and fucks up your day.
Oh wow. That glowing green planet.
The comet's power has disappeared. The evil star has flown off to the other side of the universe.
Oh my god.
Will, do you know what planet that is glowing there in the darkness? I can't advance this text any faster, by the way. This is just how it's happening to us.
He's like, sorry, Dad. The text box is covering it.
Our Earth? That's right. Our Earth. Doesn't it look like a desert oasis? What?
It's never seemed so beautiful. But it looks lonely, shining in the dark.
Yes. The world is awakened. Mother?
Space.
Thanks, heathen. A+. The Earth. A mother with millions of children. And thousands of capitalists fucking... Wait. I'm sure you think about us sometimes, and Kara often thinks about her parents.
Miss Heathen said, yeah, Ohio is lovely if you look at it from space.
The Earth is the same way. She gets lonely if her children forget about her. How is it, you two? Looking at the world you live in from the outside.
It's cold, let's go back. It's as if we'd become spirits.
Technically, space is extremely hot. I want to show all of our group. No. I want to show everyone in the world. Someday people will build ships to travel the universe. Then they will see this green earth with their own eyes.
So we get a sneak preview.
See how lonely the earth looks, just like the two of you.
Thanks?
Look carefully at your map of the world. Ah, the map has started to change. Sorry, what? Yeah, by the way, time still going way fucking fast.
Yeah.
Also, we have a magic map. I think you could have used like 2 more frames of animation between there and here, but whatever. Somehow the land has taken on a strange shape. That's the new world.
New world?
Metal Gear. The path of evolution changed by the comet has continued until now. The Earth, too, has a life. It, too, has evolved and changed its shape. Now that the comet has no influence on the world, it's returned to its original condition. Okay. Why do you two know the future? Great question, Will. When I lost my body, I started seeing everything. The past, the future, humanity's progress. Maybe people would call this kind of body a spirit. Usually, yes. Now you and Kara can become ordinary children again. And just live with the horrible, horrible memory of everything that has happened.
When we return to Earth, will we be separated? He's like, no, I'm going to kill you.
Yes. The world is changing. Humanity and history have started down a new path. You two thought nothing of it when you met each other in South Cape. But when the Earth needed the light and dark nights, you met again unexpectedly. Let's look at the new world before the power of the comet is extinguished. We hope you two have a bright future.
Well, come here. Show me your face. I want to burn you into my memory. Like that other guy. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your
Yeah.
hair. Your voice. The warmth of your hand.
Don't worry. I will search you out. No matter how long it takes, hundreds of years, thousands of years, I will come to you. So take care. Close your eyes.
Well.
Let's go to Earth. Yeah, no, they come back to Earth in the new world. All of their friends have passed. It is the new... It is the new reality. And now they get to be normal children again. It's like... Fuck. Buildings replaced the forests. Rivers became roads, but the villages... held only smiling faces.
Are you sure?
But the Earth was the only one that looked sad. Tomorrow morning, Kara and I will start our new lives. The Tower of Babel stands tall, as if it knows the whole future of the Earth. I guess that skyscraper is it, or something. I don't know.
So Terranigma is like in present day then?
Terranigma
Or
is a
like-
whole mess.
It's like a whole other thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't continue right from here. It's just this is like another story in the universe of Soul Blazer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it.
Hope that plot
Yay.
made sense.
Well, I mean, okay, so if we're really talking about this game, like, first of all, great graphics. I'll say that. It looks really good. The art's good. It's pretty. It does have charm. It does have character. The soundtrack is good, even though there's not enough songs. The plot is all over the fucking place, and the translation is like bafflingly sloppy. Like my gosh, like they really you back in the day you bought this game for $50 for Super Nintendo. Like, but I mean, I don't know. It is still somehow kind of like memorable, and there is kind of like a very unique atmosphere and art direction that this game has that stands out among other Super Nintendo games, I would say.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Well, what I said earlier, I think, is, a good summary in that it feels like this had a lot of different ideas from a lot of different people, and they didn't necessarily all agree about how it was all going to come together. Even despite the localization, like just the game itself as it's made without the text, like it did seem a little weird at points or nonsensical at points. Also, yeah, bonus dungeon and boss, that was BS. But like, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I could rate this, but I mean, like, I had fun.
Yeah. No, I definitely had fun with it.
Cool. Better than Soul Blazer, or just different? Or worse? Nicer looking, right?
Also, I just want to pause for a brief moment and look at this, like, fucking Star Fox Andross rendering of the dark space. Like,
Yeah.
this looks so doofy.
I love how each of these little images at the end are like mini dioramas of places in the game.
Yeah.
That's cool. It is doofy though.
I don't know. Better than Soul Blazer. I think Soul Blazer delivered on what it was trying to do better, but it wasn't trying to do as much stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this was certainly more ambitious than Soul Blazer. And I think it fell short in a lot of ways of the goals that it tried to set up for itself. But if it hadn't been for that experimenting, then we might not have gotten anything further.
So I'm going to recommend that if you enjoyed this game, especially the kind of game it is, like, you know, top-down action game with, you know, the inventory and all that, Beyond Oasis on Genesis is very similar, but does actually make a lot more sense and has really, really amazing animation, and a map too. But like, and like you can go wherever. Like it's not linear in the sense that you go on and then you can't go back. Like it's just one big open world. But yeah, you should try that sometime.
Anyway, yeah, it's just basically retelling the, like, big scenes from the game with these little...
Yeah.
These little... Like, they're almost the concept art, frankly. Right?
Yeah.
They're artistic renderings of the areas, but not in an art style that happened in the game.
Yeah.
I sort of wish that scenes had happened like this, like that we crossed the desert and there were silhouettes of camels.
The camel comment was possibly the funniest, like my favorite moment in the whole dialogue. Like,
ancient biotechnology that humans used to wield. That's why they created camels. Isn't it suspicious that these camels have these, like, amazing properties? Like, you are, like... If the translation were slightly worse, I would be afraid we were on, like, Reddit conspiracies here.
Yeah, very bizarre state that this game was kind of, like, released in. But, like, interesting nonetheless, but definitely, like, what did I just do? What did I just play?
Oh yeah, the fucking painter that paints people's souls into the art.
Right.
And then did a self-portrait to die. Like, what?
It's just... '94.
Thank
I
you,
was
Enix,
9.
for doing some weird stuff. And
Definitely
going on to
weird.
make even greater stuff.
Yeah, definitely weird.
The room is filled with the smell of revived Hamlet.
Yasuhiro Kawasaki. You know what's interesting too about this game is, like many Super Nintendo games, despite different levels of jank and mistranslation and nonsensicalness, there still is this like very epic feeling to this game. And I think for whatever reason, Super Nintendo seemed to have a lot of experiences like that, where everything felt epic even if the individual parts weren't completely sound.
And now we get a sneak peek of our new self.
Is he in school?
A modern school. Same overall face, hair's a little bit different. Weird. But yeah, the new
Aw.
incarnations of the crew got all back together.
That was cute.
Ta-da!
God, can you imagine going from like whatever century they were in to like modern times? I feel like a lot of people would kind of hate it.
Yeah.
Like if you suddenly
Yeah.
zoomed to like the 90s, like I think a lot of people would probably be like want to go back. I don't know. It depends, I guess.
All right, and so very briefly to end this off, I want to show you like the ominous opening to Terranigma.
Yeah, let's do a teaser.
The planet possessed two souls, an external face and an internal face, light side and dark side, or God and devil, but we're not allowed to say that. 46 billion years since the planet's birth. Growth and decline circle to two wills. At the will of light side, new life is born.
60
At the
minutes.
will of dark side, ice ages descend. Light side wills intelligent beings. Rapid progress takes root. Dark side's will breeds fear and disharmony. These came to be called God and Devil.
See what I mean? Epic. Every Super Nintendo game has like this super cinematic feel to it.
I love the way the hands fall off. So much sprite data for that.
Yeah, for real. Suddenly we got a 13th hour.
Just listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna shut up now.
Music's beginning.
Oh yeah. Oh, this entire game is awesome.
Yeah, wow. You can tell they definitely stepped up the ambition.
Anyway, then the game's attract mode begins, and I'm not showing that off yet.
Oh, okay, I'm sitting here watching.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
excited to see.
Terranigma is going to be a whole treat.
Cool.
It's probably going to take quite a while too, but we'll figure all that out later.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you everybody
sure.
for being here. It was lovely to have. Well, it was lovely to have a guest, the way that I always intended this place to work, but especially to have you in.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to see the third game. Yeah, it says it's a little bit longer.
For those of you not familiar with our lovely Herb here,
Oh,
go be familiar with our lovely Herb here.
no. Thank you. I stream all kinds of things, and definitely fighting games, but also all kinds of things. and I rant a lot, but it's usually a good time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for being here.
Thank you, Jules.
As said, this brings us to the end of this game and the current Rad and Retro streaming show run span. Don't know if I'm going to jump into Terranigma immediately or what. I guess we'll figure that out. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I have, as ever, I have a Discord for announcements and so on. So if you're not in that, be in that. And otherwise, I'll see you the next time I'm doing a thing with whatever the heck I am doing.
Do you have other games in mind right now? Like what else is coming up? What do you think?
Oh, good heavens.
So many, right?
So it's been a little while since I've done a session of afternoon tea.
Yeah.
And I was eyeing Bayonetta of all things.
Oh, you should play that. Yeah. Tough game.
I
You were what?
have Bayonetta penciled in for the next afternoon tea.
Yeah?
What? What's up?
Oh, just the most accurate fictional depiction of witches, which is hilarious. So just sit with that for a little bit.
I
Yeah,
fucking
Bayonetta's
love
awesome.
Bayonetta.
Oh, good.
Just putting that out there.
Danny, I think before I streamed Bayonetta, we're gonna have to go clothes shopping.
I don't know, you actually have a pretty decent outfit for it already. That dress works.
Fair.
I'm not opposed.
So here's the question: what are you gonna play it on? Because it's on like 3 different consoles.
I got it on Steam recently, but we'll figure
Cool.
that out.
Probably looks the best.
But yeah, whatever we get up next to, I hope I'll have all y'all along. And with that, have a good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.